Today we're testing secret celebrity food products that you might have already tried but didn't exactly know who was behind them. From investors to owners, we're gonna start with least surprising to most surprising, starting with
I'll never tell.
This bar saves lives by Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell is best known for her role as Veronica Mars, the original Gossip Girl, Anna from Frozen. Her whole vibe is sunny, positive, very family oriented, which isn't surprising that she started this family-friendly food brand that's on a mission to end child hunger. So they're basically granola bars with healthier ingredients. Nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, allergy-free. But before we test them, let's read a couple of reviews on them. We'll start with 5 stars. I was first introduced to This Saves Lives bars at a Starbucks and I was immediately obsessed. My local Starbucks stopped carrying them after a few months, and let me tell you, the craving is real. I actually went to a few Starbucks to look for them and none of mine had them either. The reviews for these. The cinnamon in these bars is too strong. It overpowers the whole bar so that you can't taste any of the s'mores flavor. Just oats and a wham of cinnamon. The chocolate chip ones are delicious, but these are like eating a spoonful of cinnamon. 1 star. So here I have the chocolate chip bars and here is the s'mores bars. I think these are their only products available in stores right now. The chocolate chip ones are supposed to be delicious. They're not bad. They're not too sweet, so I like that about them. Definitely taste healthy. And here's a s'mores one. Let's see if it's overpowering with cinnamon. Weird that you would put cinnamon in s'mores though. I was double checking to see if there was cinnamon in here and it's like one of the last ingredients, but it's not overpowering with it. I just don't think it tastes too much like a s'mores because I don't get that like Grammy taste or marshmallowy taste. For This Saves Lives bars, I like that they're healthier and they keep kids' allergies in mind. I'm gonna give these 4 stars because I'd feel good about giving these to my kids. Make sure to watch to the end because we're whipping up even more surprising celebrity products. Next up, we have Once Upon a Farm by Jennifer Garner. So Jennifer Garner is an actress known for family-friendly movies and she's so wholesome. So it's not super surprising that she would run a farm that creates baby blends. Basically, they're baby purees in pouches, and then she also expanded her line to oat bars and frozen soups, which I couldn't find. The reviews are mostly good with the 5 stars saying, "My kid gags every time he is forced to eat fruits other than bananas and vegetables. I tried other pouch products resulting in gagging. This is the first product he'll drink without gagging and consumes quickly." But then we have the critics with the 1 star. "I would not suggest you buy from here. The package we received were spoiled and not good. This is very dangerous for toddlers as it can be a health risk. Proceed with caution." You always hear stories about them being moldy, but this one is kept in the refrigerator and I love that the bottom is clear. I've given these to my kids so many times, but I've actually never tried them myself, so this should be interesting. We'll start with the Smart Blend. Feels weird for an adult to be eating this. It's quite good. It's actually delicious. It's very creamy in a way that I would not expect it to be, kind of like a cold, not frozen smoothie that's a little sour, and it tastes good. But let's see what the overnight oats taste like because I am a lover of overnight oats. Texture-wise, it's interesting. You get a little bit of like puree texture right here, and then you get like random pieces of oats. I guess this introduces them to texture. I'm curious about this oat bar. It looks like one of those protein, like Luna bars, apples, and a bunch of other things. This is quite good. It reminds me of one of those Bliss energy balls. So I actually think her products are really delicious. The only thing I don't like is that they're really expensive. Each of these small pouches are $3.50. Like that can quickly add up if you're trying to sneak vegetables in your kids. I'm gonna have to take off a point, so I'm gonna give Once Upon a Farm 4 stars. Next up, we have Olipop, a healthy soda that's backed by so many celebrities like the Jonas Brothers, Gwyneth Paltrow, Mindy Kaling, Logan Paul. But one of the most well-known ones to invest in this brand is Camilla Cabello. Camilla Cabello. She actually helped them launch their first ever commercial campaign. A lot of people tend to love these sodas, with 5 star for the cream soda saying, "This flavor is my kryptonite. I quite literally can have a can every day. I see a difference in my gut health too, which is crazy because I have endometriosis, which makes things extra tricky for me. Thank you, Olipop, for these pops." So there's this new wave of sodas that's supposed to be healthier for you. They call it prebiotic sodas. Botanical plant fibers. Prebiotics supports digestive health. Cassava root fiber, chicory root inulin, and stevia is a sweetener, which leads me into the 1 star. I tried the cream soda, didn't like the taste at all. The plant-based sugar thing going on was so gross, way too sweet, and weird. I felt like I have a stomach bug, gas, heartburn, indigestion. I haven't really been able to eat anything. I wouldn't recommend this product to anyone with IBS or a sensitive digestive system, which is interesting because it's supposed to support your digestion. I'm gonna give the cream soda a try. I mean, I definitely get essence of cream soda. It does leave kind of an aftertaste. Let's try classic grape. Some people say this evokes the best memories of their childhood, while others say it just tastes like carbonated grape juice. You know, I'm gonna have to agree with the 1-star review here that it does just taste like carbonated grape juice. I don't get that nostalgic grape flavored soda that we all grew up having. But I'm gonna give it one more try because I found this really interesting flavor, banana cream. Like, have you ever heard of banana cream soda before? And the gassiness begins. Right off the bat, it has that artificial banana smell to it. This reminds me of the banana candy, like, you know, those little like tiny fruit. This tastes exactly like that candy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rate Olipop 3 stars. We have Rob's Backstage Popcorn by the Jonas Brothers. So these popcorns are actually backed by the Jonas Brothers. And what's also interesting is that they were able to raise $7 million by DJ Kygo's venture firm. Like, these musicians are so business savvy, it's crazy. But now you might be wondering, who's Rob? Rob is actually the father of one of their bass guitarists, Greg, that I guess provided snacks for the crew. The branding used to look a lot different. Now that it's more widely known that the Jonas Brothers are involved, the whole branding is about the Jonas Brothers. So I guess the popcorn's out of the bag on this one. Rob's Backstage Popcorn is my absolute favorite popcorn. The combination of sweet and savory is balanced so wonderfully. When I got engaged in May, I instantly knew I wanted to give my bridal party bags of Rob's popcorn in my bridal party proposal gift. It was a perfect way to pop the question to my ladies and they all loved it. So many popcorn jokes. But let's see what the 1-star had to say. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. It tastes like cardboard. I don't know how they can call it sweet and salty. It doesn't taste like either. We'll be the judge of that. On here, it says it's savory, salty, and sweet for the original flavor. Right off the bat, I get a waft of saltiness, and it's not until you're pretty much done chewing that you get a hint of sweetness. And this is very lightly sweetened. It's not like kettle corn where you get a little bit of both at the same time. Let's try out the white cheddar, my favorite flavor of popcorn. This is actually really good. I can see this being super addicting. It has almost like a smoky cheddar taste to it, and then it's salty. I'm gonna have to finish this bag by myself. I'm gonna have to agree that this popcorn pops, so I'm giving it 5 stars. Now we have Whipped Shots by Cardi B, which isn't super surprising since I feel like this is almost pretty on brand for her. Kind of chaotic, but also kind of fun. They're basically vodka infused flavored whipped cream. You're supposed to be able to put them on top of your drink, desserts, anything that you want a little bit of a buzz on. 5 star for the Mocha Whipped Shots. Don't know why this came up on my feed as an ad, but I'm glad it did. I don't know how people are saying it stops after 1 or 2 uses. If they follow the instructions that say the can has to be turned upside down, tapped and shook for 20 seconds, it loosens up and comes out great. I've used it in my coffee, fraps, desserts, and shots. Great buy. When I bought this, the person at the register had to give me one of those like warning disclaimers. It's like, do not put it in the fridge, and also make sure you shake it really well before you use it. And I said, why? It's like, so many people have returned these. I guess there's the reaction with the vodka and the whipped cream when you put it in the fridge. It ends up clogging up the nozzle, and so that's why it doesn't work. And now we have the 1 star. Save your money. They don't work. I bought 2 cans for a party, got 1 weak spray out of them, threw it in the trash. Wish I would have read all the reviews before wasting $30. I indeed did spend $30 to get these. So I'm gonna use the mocha whipped cream first, and I think I'll make an iced coffee with it. Now the direction says to slap it, shake it, whip it. It's so funny how literally there's like picture and word descriptions. And shake. Best performance is to hold it straight down. The weakness of the nozzle is debunked. Beautiful, ribbony consistency. I'm curious to see how it tastes on its own. That's really good. Dangerously good. Let's see how well it mixes with the iced coffee. I feel like this would be so fun for a weekend brunch. And now for the strawberry whipped shots. I couldn't really find any reviews on this one because it's a new limited edition flavor that I guess just came out. Slap it, shake it. Oh wait, I was supposed to keep the nozzle on. And whip it. Strawberries and cream. What a good combo. Very lightly infused with the strawberry flavor and the vodka in there. Am I getting drunk from this? This is so good. What the heck? Okay, is that what they mean by the, you know, it could be a user error from having too much of this. This is amazing. I'm gonna give this 5 stars. Next up, we have Tingly Teds by Ed Sheeran. We know Ed Sheeran from his beautiful music and friendship with Taylor Swift. But what we didn't know was that he has a lifelong obsession with ketchup and hot sauce. So he created Tingly Teds here to combine the two. 5 stars say it has good balance between heat, flavor, and salt. Yum. But the 1 star thinks this is more vinegar than hot sauce. So I want to test his hot sauce against things that I would normally put ketchup and hot sauce on and see if it stands up as a hot sauce alone. We're gonna start with some scrambled eggs because it must have ketchup and hot sauce. I don't taste a lot of ketchup vibes in here. I don't think it's vinegary either, like the 1 star said. We're gonna have to get a better taste with the chicken tenders. It has kind of like the consistency of sweet and sour sauce. I definitely get a little bit more of the ketchup vibe going on here. It's a little bit sweet and then it coats your mouth to become hot, but not too hot that you're burning. Now, I always have my sandwich or my banh mi with sriracha, and I like a good hot sauce that can go with everything. This might be sacrilegious, but let's see if it works on a banh mi. It definitely works on a banh mi. There's a little bit more acid to it than a sriracha, but it definitely works on this somehow. The only one I didn't love it on was the scrambled eggs. When I'm eating eggs, I expect ketchup with a hint of heat, and this did not do it. But I think Tingly Teds would definitely be a good go-to for your burgers or your burritos. 4 stars. Next up, we have Lemon Water by Beyonce, which seems a little bit surprising because she's so flashy and commanding. This just seems like a very ordinary product for her. Celebrities seem to be investing a whole lot in the beverage industry these days, so comment below if you want to see me test all the celebrity beverages. But this is supposed to just be purified water, lemon juice, sweetened a little bit with stevia. There's half a squeezed organic lemon in every bottle. I wonder if this was created because she likes lemon water for her throat or something. I love this product. It was refreshing. I love the flavors, and I would definitely buy this again. Thank you. I don't think this person knew that it was backed by Beyonce. And the 1 star says, I am canceling my subscription because the new lemon tastes terrible. It tastes like drinking watered down honey. So we have original flavor here, and they also come in other flavors like watermelon and strawberry passion fruit. But I want to see if it tastes like watered down honey and if there's any hint of lemon in here. I'm gonna have to say that this tastes more like a sweet honey Texas tea, which I made in this Beyonce video. It kind of tastes like a sports drink. Sorry, Queen Bee. Let's try watermelon. Okay, you know what? I actually like the watermelon one way more than the lemon one because you do get watermelon flavors in there. Now I'm curious about this strawberry passion fruit one. It was good, and then it had this weird aftertaste. I guess it's trying to be like passion fruit, but it's not quite there. I think I'm gonna have to give Lemon Perfect 3 stars. Next up, we have Kodiak Cakes with Zac Efron as their chief brand officer and board member. This brand was also invested by Shark Tank, which is also another random fun fact because now they have so many paws in the pot. It was after Zac Efron's Netflix series, Down to Earth, where he really became active with like the environmental impact of food, and I guess he loved the down to earth approach to health and sustainability of Kodiak Cakes. I just got the Power Cakes that's loaded with protein. I guess that's not super surprising. It's all about working out and eating clean and healthy too. And then I also found their new product, a protein-packed oatmeal. But let's see what the reviews have to say. Guys, you don't know me, but there's never been a time in my life I've been so drawn to breakfast food. I have been 100% obsessed with the dark chocolate Kodiak Cakes. Does this sound like an exaggeration? Well, buckle up, partner, because I'm about to take you on a ride. I started focusing on my health most recently in March 2022. If I ever run out or they decide to discontinue, I may die. The TLDR version of this is that favorite pancakes and breakfast of all time, and the number one way I prefer to start the day. There are some fans here. But then the 1 star said, I made a mistake of purchasing the 6-pack of the birthday cake flavor. I don't know how this was allowed to be shipped out. The aftertaste strongly resembled soap. None of the other ingredients are expired. The only culprit is the mix. The taste is so bad, I can't even finish one before feeling sick. Well, All right, we're gonna make some flapjacks. 1 cup of Kodiak mix and 3/4 of a cup of water. In the back of the box here, they're all about adding more protein to your breakfast. So they give options of replacing it with milk and adding an egg and what the ratios for that would be like. So far it mixes well. It's definitely looking like it's made with more like whole grains, whole wheat. Did you know for good pancakes, you're supposed to let it sit for like 2 minutes before you start cooking it? Add some butter. The batter looks thick. My instincts tell me that I should flip it, but I don't see any bubbles yet. So I feel like this is like thick. It's time to flip. Wow, that has such beautiful griddle marks, nice and lacy. So far so good. The only thing I worry about this is that it's a little dense. Okay, but before we taste the pancake, let's make the oatmeal real quick. We have chocolate chip. They also have protein powder in them. And then you just add hot water and let it steep for 2 to 3 minutes. I actually like my oatmeal a lot more mushy, which they also give directions to microwave, so I'm gonna do that. Let's add some butter to the pancake. Gotta have our maple syrup, no matter how healthy the pancake is. Perfectly cooked. It looks pretty fluffy, actually. It doesn't say pancake mix, it says flapjacks, the way that lumberjacks used to have them. That's really good. The laciness in the griddle gives it a nice crunchiness. I quite enjoy it. I am curious how it would taste with one of my new favorite products. It's called Balance. The oatmeal looks like it's been steeped long enough. There's something about the oatmeal that's throwing me off because certain parts are really mushy and then certain parts are still kind of hard. I normally would submerge my whole oatmeal under water, or I usually just cook it on stovetop. It could be that it's made for like instant, but I do like that it's not too sweet. So I would give the oatmeal 3 stars, but I'm gonna give the flapjacks 5 stars. And now we probably have the most surprising one of all. Partake from Jay-Z. So this is actually a women-owned business. She went to 86 investors before she finally found one person that would say yes, and that person was Jay-Z. And now I think Rihanna also invested into it. It's interesting that he would invest in vegan, gluten-free cookies, because I don't know, when I think of Jay-Z, I just don't think of those things. But here are their chocolate chip cookies, and I also got graham crackers. They also have other flavors like lemon and birthday cake, but I wanted to try the 2 classic ones first because the 5-star review said the soft chocolate chip gluten-free cookies are delicious. I appreciate the nutritious ingredients like buckwheat and oat instead of simple carbs. Another thing I appreciate is they're free of tree nuts and not manufactured with the top 8 allergens. Thank you, Partake. Yeah, it's a buckwheat, oats, cassava, but then the 1-star had this to say: very dry. I've tasted better cardboard. Here's the cookie. It does feel like more of a softer chocolate chip cookies. I like the mini size. No, I don't think they're bad at all. I think if you're used to eating like Chips Ahoy and the regular, like more processed, you won't like these. I think it's the buckwheat flour that kind of throws you off because there is that more, I don't want to say papery because it doesn't taste like cardboard, but there is more of that like flavor in there. Let's try out the graham crackers. They break easily. Some are already broken in the package. I actually like these better than the chocolate chip. You get like a little bit of the sweetness, like the classic graham cracker flavor. It's funny because they say nut-free, egg-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, soy-free, fish-free, shellfish-free, mustard-free, and sesame-free. Like, I didn't know cookies were made with fish or shellfish. I'm gonna make like Jay-Z and dust any dirt off my shoulder of any bad reviews for these cookies. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out my other celebrity product video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.